Thank you. Excellencies, First Ladies, dear sisters, Madam Aminata Keita, Madam Roman Tesfaye, Madam Irina, Bokova, Director General of UNESCO, Honorable Ministers, Chair of the State Committee for Family, Women and Children Affairs, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Allow me to start by thanking UNESCO for the opportunity to once again speak on the importance of girls' education. It's an issue that is close to my heart, as I'm sure yours, as a mother, a woman, and a human being. Countering violent extremism through girls' education is important because a healthy, stable, and vibrant society is one that embraces the belief that everyone deserves an equal shot at a better life. I humbly believe that in order to bring an end to violent extremism and the radicalization of young people, we must take an honest look at the expectations we have for our societies. And we must do this with the right mindset, focused on context-appropriate solutions and how to achieve the right goals for and with our citizens as quickly as possible. In this regard, a few questions come to my mind. Why are we witnessing this attitude of us versus them and the inability to embrace coexistence? Why are some nations still struggling with protecting basic human rights while the struggle has long been overcome in other parts of this world? Why is there a lack of political will to build and sustain strong systems to ensure that governments implement policies centered on the well-being of their people? And why are we still witnessing in some societies the exclusion of a segment of the population who have the potential to become true agents of positive change? In other words, leadership matters in mobilizing and enforcing inclusive policies that empower all citizens, irrespective of gender, race, religion, and other barriers to full participation in society. Honorable ladies and gentlemen, we have seen various forms of violent extremism in several societies and countries, and in many cases affecting the worst ways possible the most vulnerable, the women and the children. That is because, like all evils, extremism targets the many, but obviously preys on the most defenseless from a physical, psychological, or social standpoint. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you may all already know a little about the Rwandan history. Our past was characterized by discrimination and division, and a political system that fueled hatred among the citizens. Decades of racist ideology taught at all levels of Rwandan society, entrenched hatred, and ultimately led to genocide against the Tutsis in 1994. Over 1 million Tutsi men, women, and children were slaughtered. Thousands of families were completely wiped out. Hundreds of thousands of women were systematically raped and infected with HIV and AIDS as part of a deliberate campaign. 50,000 widows and 75,000 orphans were left destitute. 2 million people were forced by the extremist genocidal government to flee to a neighboring country and held in refugee camps as human shields. I've highlighted just a few of the consequences of the genocide, not to horrify you anew, but rather to give you an idea of the almost impossible task of reconstruction that Rwandans had to undertake in the last 23 years. Over the years, we have learned a lot from others around the world, but the strength and inspiration for building a new Rwanda came from our history and culture. In Rwanda, long before colonial times, education was an essential part of traditional upbringing, like it was in other parts of the world. Education was delivered within families and communities and prepared boys and girls for their future roles in society. Young men and women learned all aspects of the Rwandan culture, values and traditions, and this nurtured a sense of confidence, identity and unity, as well as a strong commitment to serving their community. However, colonial administrations established an educational system that strengthened their own power while undermining traditional education and values. This included entrenching divisionism that pitted ethnic groups against one another, ethnic quotas in schools, and the workplace deliberately limited access of the Tutsi minority to opportunities. Excellencies, after the genocide, the new government focused on unity and reconciliation to rebuild the heart and fabric of our society. Part of this work was empowering girls and women. Rwanda's President Paul Kagame put it this way: how does the society hope to transform if it shoots itself in the foot by squandering more than half of its capital investment? The truth of the matter is that societies that recognize the real and untapped socio-economic, cultural, and political power of women thrive. Those that refuse to value and leverage women's talent, energies, and unique skills remain developmental misfits. End of quote. In other words, if women, who constitute over half of the world's working age population, do not fully utilize their potential to generate wealth, the global economy will suffer. This was pointed out in a report published by McKinsey in 2015, which found that US 12 trillion could be added to global GDP by 2015 simply by advancing gender equality. Rwanda wanted to both restore the human rights of all its people and enable every citizen to fully participate in their own and their nation's development. This is why legal and institutional frameworks were put in place to advance gender equality. The 2003 Constitution established a minimum threshold of 30% for the number of women in senior levels of public office. Understandably, education was key to this goal. The Ministry of Gender and Family Promotion, which coordinates gender balance efforts at the national level, and the National Women Council, which engages women from the grassroots to the national level, became prominent national institutions. In addition, the Gender Monitoring Office was set up to monitor the respect and compliance of gender-related commitments. Rwanda's history taught us that education is a powerful tool, so for the past years, we have worked tirelessly to put the power of education to the right use. We may take some of these things for granted, but to give you an idea of what we went through, before the genocide, Rwanda was able to graduate only 2,500 people in 3 decades, while from 1994 up to now, which is roughly 2 decades, we've now graduated more than 100,000 people. So we continue to focus on 3 main pillars. First one is to ensure access to schools for all children, including boys and girls, those with mental and physical disability or non-material constraints. Second, to improve the quality and relevance of school curriculum in order to empower students with knowledge and critical thinking. And last but not least, to cultivate community ownership in the education of children. And by allowing as many as our children as possible to benefit from an educational system that challenges them to think and question, and by having communities understand and support the positive outcomes of education, we believe we are laying the right foundation for a better future. And in this spirit, at the level of my foundation, the same framework, we conduct a national campaign every year to reward the best performing girls. And every year we have awards for about 500 young girls that have best performed, and we go with the role models who are these women in the high level of leadership to go and talk to them and show them how possible this can be if they put their heart at it. So distinguished guests, as a result of conducive policy and political mobilization, women today make up 64% of members of parliament, 40% of our cabinet, 28% of judges in higher courts, and 42% in lower courts. The gender budget policy in public institutions has cemented the consideration of gender equality through sustained financing. Significant progress has also been achieved on issues of equal pay, inheritance rights, paid maternity leave, representation in public and private executive committees, business ownership, and so forth. We are pleased that last year's gender gap report of the World Economic Forum acknowledged many of these efforts and cited Rwanda and 4 Nordic states out of 144 countries as having reached 80% of global gender equality objectives. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude my remarks, I wish to add my voice to yours in reiterating that violent extremism has stolen much from communities, and too often that process hurt our girls and women in unspeakable ways. As a famous philosopher once said, nature abhors a vacuum, and if we don't do anything, violent extremism will always find favorable grounds to breed and continue to destroy people and communities. I truly believe that we can prevent violent extremism through concerted efforts between governments and the civil society to raise the standard of living of our communities. There can be no greater path to this objective than promoting accessible, quality, and inclusive education, with special attention to the needs of our girls and women who have not always enjoyed a level playing field. Together, let us embrace the power in us to reach our end goal of establishing well-formed societies with systems that rely on policies based on proven approaches. Together, let us build a world in which we can all rise and enjoy the kind of dignified lives no one should ever be denied. I thank you for your kind attention.